on my YouTube channel that I didn't even know I had. But I do. We'll start this one too. Simulcast. Ready position. Hi guys. Slow Flow Thursday, 11 o'clock. Now I was, well, I'll wait, I guess, to talk before I'm poking somebody, I guess. I don't know. Maybe not. We'll wait a couple minutes before we start, a couple seconds, a few seconds, a while. I don't know. If you can hear me, if I can just get confirmation. And I know the YouTube picture is not ideal, but we can't record YouTube on an iPhone, it seems. So we have to use the laptop, and it's not as clear of a picture. So there's an explanation for that. And I guess audio's working. Mm-hmm. If it's silent yoga, there's bigger problems in the world than that. So we're going to start in a seated posture today. If you have a block and you'd like to sit on a block, do that. If you'd like to sit on your knees or on your hips, however you'd like to sit, your choice. So once you find your seat, okay, awesome, thanks, Beck. Once you find your seat, find a straight spine. Taking a few moments to settle, to land. Move your head back a little bit. So your ears are over your shoulders, and then move your shoulders back if they need to move back so they're over the hips. Nice straight spine. Then right away, start to engage Mula Bandha, Uddiyana Bandha, pelvic floor, navel to spine. If you need a few cleansing breaths to help you land on your mat, do that. And then transition to using only the nose. Constricting the throat. Let your attention settle in the nasopharynx area at the back of the throat, just watching the breath pass as you build that connection. And then as you're breathing, sitting here on your mat, 11 o'clock on a Thursday or whatever time it is where you are, just notice how this moment is different from any other that you've experienced. What you brought with you to your mat today. Of the things you brought, what you can choose to maybe set aside for the next hour. If you want to pick that stuff back up after we practice, you can certainly do that. But maybe you won't need to. Maybe this work will shift your perspective and start to maybe reprioritize some things. We make the best choices when we have a clear mind. When we come from a place of being grounded, being settled, not reacting, not spinning, with intention, with purpose. That grounded quality in the mind. To the breath, paying attention to the sensations inside the body. You just notice. You don't need to change or fix. Just pay attention to what's there. And this may be the only hour in your day that you do that, and that's perfect. That's why you show up. Maybe, maybe not. Set your intention why you did show up, for you personally, specifically, for your practice today. And then you'll have that intention to hold on to like an anchor, like a safety net as we move through this practice. If it gets challenging, if you start to spin, your mind wanders, you feel like you can't go on, and you've got that intention to return to. You've got the breath. So keeping your intention at the forefront of your awareness, keeping your breath moving free and easy through the nose, You can blink the eyes open, or you can keep them shut and just lean the right ear toward the right shoulder, stretching the left side of the neck. Lift up the chin a bit. Feel that stretch through the left side. You want to bring the right arm into it. The right hand can come up, or options. You can take an interlace behind, and then you'll bring your little fists around to your right hip. And then draw the elbows back, especially that left elbow. Make it heavier. Make the left shoulder heavy. Take a big breath here in, all the way out. Feel the tension, stress, whatever's hanging out on that left side. Feel that leave as you breathe out. Feel it as you breathe out. Take one more breath in. As you breathe out, transition out of that. Come back to center. You can lift the head up, or you can tuck the chin to the chest. And then take it to the other side. Very passively at first, leaning the left ear to the left shoulder, and then decide maybe the hand comes on top, or maybe you take that bind. Your fists will come around to your left hip. Draw the left elbow back. And then breathe in as you fill, open. As you exhale, right elbow heavy, right shoulder heavy. Find something to let go of. Maybe it's something physical. Maybe it's something that's between your ears that you just can't seem to let loose. Give yourself that opportunity now on your mat to let some things go. Take one more full inhale. Let all that breath go, and you can release the bind if you've got it. Let the arm come back down, and then just come back to neutral. From your sitting position, you're going to come forward onto hands and knees. If you were sitting on something, set that aside. Starting in table, hands under the shoulders, knees under the hips, tops of the feet on the mat, so the toes are pointing behind you. Turn the eyes of the elbows forward, shoulders out of the ears, pull the navel in. Breathe here. As you inhale, arch your back, lift your chin, lift your tailbone, like you're trying to touch the tailbone to the head. Then as you exhale, round the spine. Push the floor away. Do that again as you inhale, but now tuck your toes, feel the stretch in the bottoms of the feet. And then as you exhale, untuck. Press the floor away with the feet, with the hands. Just do that one more time. Inhale, open up, feel the energy moving from the tailbone to the crown of the head. Exhale to round. Back to center. Now tuck the toes under, like you're going to take another cow pose, but pick up the knees, maybe 3 inches off the floor, 2 inches. Turn the eyes of the elbows forward, strong arms, and then do that 3 more times. As you inhale, arch, open up. As you exhale, round it out. Inhale, open up. Exhale to round. Last time, breathe in. Breathe out. Now maybe you come back into that arch position so your tailbone is high, and then press your legs straight-ish to down dog. Pedal and shift here. Walk out your dog. Notice what's hanging out in your calves and your hamstrings. The Achilles. Biceps are by the ears. Arms are straight. Push the floor away with the hands. And then start to reach the heels behind the second toe toward the floor. So when you look back at the feet, you can't see the heels. Straighten the feet out. Good. Just like you did in your table, turn the eyes of the elbows forward. Give the shoulders a little more integrity. The back of the neck stays long. Breathe here. Sometimes down dog is all you need to pull everything together. Energetically, physically. Feel things move here differently. Notice the tailbone really high. All the space in the back. Release the neck. So if you're lifting the chin, engaging the neck muscles, tuck the chin so you can relax, make that long. Now from here, lift your right leg on an inhale. Open, bend, and stack. Sink your left heel, lift your right knee high. Notice the shoulders, keep them level, keep them square. Take one more breath in your twist. As you breathe out, bring the right foot all the way up between the hands, a long runner's lunge. Inhale to lift your chest. So from your left heel through to the crown of the head, you have a clean diagonal. Pull your right hip crease back. You can climb up onto fingertips to give you a little more lift. Keep lifting your chest. Squeeze that left leg very straight. Just breathe here. Maybe let your hips drop. If you let your hips drop and that left heel goes back toward the mat, make your lunge a little longer. Keep the heel high over the center of the ball of the foot. Take one more breath in your lunge. Then as you exhale, press the hands down, come all the way back into your three-legged dog, open and stack one last time, and then set it down. Right foot to the mat, back into your down dog, left leg on an inhale, lift it up. As you exhale, open and stack. Sink your right heel, lift your left knee, square the shoulders. Use your inhale to straighten it out. As you exhale, bring the left foot all the way up and through. Long lunge on this side. On fingertips, left knee is on the left ankle, pull that hip crease back. Right heel is high, squeeze that right leg very straight. And then lift your chest a bit so you feel that diagonal from the heel through the head. Hooking that left hip, maybe drop the hips, lengthen it out. Take one more breath in. As you breathe out, back to your three-legged dog. Left leg high, open and stack. And then straighten it out, breathe in. As you breathe out, left foot down. Now from your down dog, come forward into plank. When you get to plank, decide if it's too much, you can always come to the knees. Eyes at the elbows forward. Press into the hands. Feel the webbing between the fingers, the inside edges of the thumbs. The index fingers bear most of the weight. Stay with the breath. Moving through this practice one breath at a time, listening to your body. Take one more inhale and plank. As you exhale, put the knees down all the way to the floor. Inhale, lift your chest, open, squeeze the shoulders. Exhale, lower down. Inhale, press back into child's pose. Stay for your exhale. Breathe in, pick up the head, look at the thumbs. As you breathe out, come up onto the knees. If you want a little more, you can come up into plank. Take an inhale to rock forward, knees or toes. Use your exhale to go slow all the way down. Use your inhale to open, a little cobra. Use your exhale to lower. Inhale, come back to balasana, stretch the back. Stay for your exhale. Breathe in, pick up the head, look at the thumbs. As you breathe out, come up onto the knees, plank or table. Ride your exhale like a wave all the way down. Use your inhale to come back up. Use your exhale to lower back down. Inhale back to balasana. Stay for your exhale. We're going to do this 3 more times. Your inhale, you pick up into your table or your plank. Your exhale, you go all the way down. Inhale into your Bhujangasana. Exhale, lower. Inhale, back to child's. Stay for your exhale. Inhale, back to fours or to plank. Exhale, lower. Good. Inhale, lift. Exhale, lower. Inhale, back to balasana. Stay for your exhale. Inhale, come on up. 2 more. Exhale, all the way down. Inhale, lift up. Exhale, lower. Inhale, back to child's. Stay for your exhale. Inhale, last one, forward. Table or plank. Exhale, lower slow. Inhale, come back up. The breath inspires the movement. Your exhale takes you down and your inhale sends you back to child's. Stay for your exhale. Inhale, extended child's, reach the arms long. As you exhale, a side stretch. Go over to the right. Really lengthen that right arm. Nope, your left arm. If you're going to the right, your left arm gets longer. Left hip is heavy, left arm reaches. So you can claw with the pads of your fingers, sink your hip, reach with the left arm. Breathe in. Breathe out. Breathe in. Breathe out. Use an inhale to make that left side longer. Use your exhale to travel over to the left. Now you stretch your right. Right arm reaches and inhale. And then exhale, you sink a little heavier into the hip, into the heel. Inhale, you can pull with the pads of the fingers. Exhale, heavier. Take a breath in. All the way out. And now come back to center on your inhale. Stay long with the arms. Come up onto cupcake hands. Press with the pads of the fingers. Lots of frosting on your cupcake so the backs of the hands lift high. Good. And now feel that change the stretch of the shoulders. Roll over onto your right temple. Look under your left shoulder. Roll through the center. Go over to the left temple. Center. Look left. Center. Look right. One more each way. Just easing kind of side to side. Stretch the side body, the shoulders. We'll use that in a few. And now flatten out your hands when you're done with your shoulder stretches. Press up onto fours. Arch the back, tuck the toes. You practice this. And then take it into Adho Mukha Svanasana, downward facing dog, hips high. Good. Now feel this down dog in contrast to the first one you took. Maybe a little more space in the backs of the legs. Good. Lift your heels on your inhale. Bend your knees, look at your hands, step, walk. Those are your options. We're not ready to hop yet. All the way up, top of the mat. Inhale, halfway. Exhale, fold back in. Inhale, stand up, open and reach. Palms together. Look at the arms as they come together. As you exhale, hands to the heart. Use your inhale to reach your arms up. Use your exhale to lean to the right. Squeezing the left wrist. Left palm faces the floor. Use your inhale to come back. Use your exhale to go to the left. Right palm faces down, move the right shoulder back. Use your inhale to come back up. Look at the palms. As you exhale, interlace behind. Knuckles to your heels, open the chest. And then lead with the heart all the way down. You can soften the knees as you fold. Lay the ribs right on the thighs. Let the heavy stretch, the hamstrings, the shoulders. Think about maybe the hands coming over the head. Keep lengthening the arms though, so you're not letting the shoulders crunch the neck. Extending through the knuckles, reaching. Bandhas, pelvic floor up and in. Navel to spine. Tuck your chin, feel the back of the neck get longer. Take one more breath in. As you breathe out, bring the hands to the low back, bend the knees, Utkatasana, chair pose. Sink into the hips, arms come by the ears. Now, big toes come together, heels can have a little bit of space. Shoulders draw down toward the hips. As you breathe in, the front of the body gets longer, the collarbones gently rise. As you breathe out, you press more into the heels, lock up your abdominals even more. Feel that expanse, that possibility as you breathe in, and then squeezing, tightening as you breathe out. That grounded quality comes with the exhale. Take one more breath in. As you breathe out, forward fold. Inhale, halfway lift, long spine. As you exhale, fold back in. Inhale, come into chair pose again. This time as you exhale, take your hands behind with the right thumb on top. Straight arms, open the chest. Now keep the arms reaching down so you're not lifting them up straight so far. So shift into your right foot, pick up your left. Now hover here. Now, like you're moving through molasses, you're going to go to warrior 3. No big deal. Balancing on your right leg. Notice what you can do to align a little better if you feel like you're off balance. Drop your left hip, lift your right hip. Reach more with your left heel. Reach more with your knuckles. Take one more breath in. As you breathe out, bend your right knee, put your left foot next to your right. Inhale, arms reach up. Exhale, forward fold, straight legs. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, plant your hands, step back to plank. Be purposeful. Once you get back to plank, inhale to rock forward on the knees or the toes. Use your exhale to go halfway or all the way down. Use your inhale to come back up just like you practice, cobra or up dog. Use your exhale to take child's pose. Sit on your heels. Breathe in. Breathe out. Inhale to lift your gaze. As you exhale, press up onto the knees, tuck the toes, downward facing dog. From your down dog, take an inhale to lift your heels. As you exhale, bend your knees, look at your thumbs, step, walk, jump, however you'd like to travel. If you're jumping, you're landing softly between your hands. Inhale, half lift. Exhale, fold in. Bend the knees, chair pose. Take an inhale to reach longer for the arms. Use your exhale to take an interlace behind. Put the left thumb on top. Squeeze the knuckles, open the chest. Keep the elbows straight-ish. And now you're going to start to transition into your left foot. Pick up your right. No rush. You're going to press with this right foot like you're moving through mud, through something heavy, dense. Create some resistance. And then find that length through the whole back body. Right heel through the crown of the head. Your right hip drops, your left hip lifts just a bit. And you stay with the breath. If you topple and fall out of this 5 times, you get back in 6. That's the practice. Showing up in spite of all of that. The wobbles, the imperfections. Take one more inhale. As you exhale, back into your chair. Inhale, arms come up. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, halfway lift, offer the chest forward. As you exhale, plant the hands, step back, plank. Be purposeful, go slow. Use your inhale to press forward on the toes. Use your exhale to go halfway or all the way. Your inhale to your back bend. Your exhale will take you back down into child's pose. Stay for a round, stretch the back, stretch the hips. Use your inhale to pick up your head. Use your exhale to come onto the knees, tuck the toes. Adho Mukha Svanasana, downward facing dog. From your down dog, lift your heels on your inhale. Bend your knees, look at your thumbs, step, walk. Maybe you jump. If you're jumping, the hips go high and you land softly. Inhale, half lift. Exhale, fold in. Chair pose. From your chair, take that bind, right thumb on top. Knuckles down to open the chest. Feel the weight start to shift. Pick up your left foot. Go back to 3. Give yourself some breath here. You can bend your right knee, but reach more with your left. Or knee, reach with your left knee, that's fine. Now soften your right leg, drop step your left foot. Back to the mat. Scoot your right foot over, you'll have more balance that way. Now bend into your right knee, squeeze that left leg straight, reach your arms up. High lunge. If this is too much, put your back knee on the mat. Otherwise, the right knee stays on top of the right ankle regardless of what that back leg is doing. Left heel is over the center of the foot, arms are reaching up. Take an inhale. As you exhale, lean forward. Cook that hip. Pull it back, right hip. Good. Now we're going to take a twist. Bring the hands into the heart here. And then just hook your left elbow on the outside of your right knee. It doesn't have to be the biggest twist you've ever taken. Think about getting longer through the top of the head and then twisting around your spine. Breathe in. Breathe out. Breathe in. Now as you breathe out, come back to your waterfall. Arms are going to go back just the way you came. Reach forward. Now if you need a half a step with that left foot or a full step, back to 3. That right hip is letting you know. That's a lot. Now from your 3, take an inhale and then back to chair as you exhale. Inhale. Exhale. Press the stand, reach the arms up. As you breathe out, forward fold all the way down. Inhale, halfway lift. As you exhale, plant your hands, step back to plank. From your plank, make an informed decision if you want chaturanga or not. You can always sneak back to down dog and bypass that sequence. Inhale, open the chest. Exhale, you can press back to child's, take a breath or 2 there. But if you're starting to warm and you want to skip those child's poses, that's fine. Come back to down dog. From your down dog, lift your heels as you breathe in. Bend your knees, breathe out, look at your thumbs. Step, walk, jump, however you'd like to travel. Top of the mat. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, fold back in. Bend the knees, chair pose on an inhale. Use your exhale to take your bind with the left arm. Thumb on top, left thumb. Straighten the elbows. Start to lean into your left foot, pick up your right. And then moving through your mud, molasses, whatever. Think about length. Think about squaring the hips, softening your left knee a bit. If you're waddling, you're toppling, you're still breathing. You still have your intention. You need to set a new intention, do that. Landing in your crescent, right foot to the back. Move your left foot over. Right heel is high. Arms up. High lunge. Squeeze that right leg, pull your left hip back. Maybe you lift the gaze. And then you're going to come into your waterfall. Arms reach forward. So your chest is hovering over your left thigh bone. Pull your left hip back. And now your right elbow goes to the outside of your left thigh. Hands in front of your face. Move your left shoulder, your left elbow back, and then get longer from your right toes through the head. As you exhale, twist. Breathe in. Breathe out. One more time in. All the way out. And now come back to your waterfall. Arms reach up. Keep looking past your left toes. Right foot can take a couple steps so you can fly right away, lift off. Take one more breath in. Chair pose, breathe out. Inhale and chair. Exhale, press the stand, Urdhva Hastasana. Maybe you get a standing back bend here. Reach with the arms, press with the heels, start to lift up and back. Good. Sitting bones are drawing together. Inner thighs forward. Low back, lift out of the low back. So you're not dumping down into the sacrum. You're reaching with the fingers up, up, up. Armpits up. Good. 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 Take one more breath in. All the way to fold as you breathe out. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, plant the hands, step back to plank. Give yourself a breath in plank, in. Ride your exhale like a wave all the way down, or halfway down, your wave can stop halfway. Inhale, peel back open. Exhale, Adho Mukha Svanasana. Good. All right, now, about halfway forward into plank. Good. Feel what you can do to squeeze a little more to amp this up a bit, or if you're tired, if you're over it, then make it a little easier. Come to the knees, soften the elbows. You can always find a place to be in your practice. You just have to be honest. We just have to get out of our own way sometimes and decide what that is. Take another breath in. As you breathe out, tuck your chin, back of the neck is long. Left arm behind to the sacrum. As you inhale, right arm, left leg. As you exhale, left cheek rests, switch it out. Your inhale, your left arm will lift, your right leg will lift. As you exhale, rest your right cheek. Inhale, right arm, left leg. Exhale, left cheek. Inhale, left arm, right leg. Exhale, right cheek. Now everything together, both arms, both legs. Pull the shoulders back, pinkies down, thumbs up. Tuck the chin. Heels are lifting, calves are lifting. Try to soften your glutes. Get longer here. Take one more breath in. As you breathe out, lower. Hands are under the shoulders. Tuck the toes, lift the knees, hug the elbows. Take a big breath in. Squeeze everything you got. Then use your exhale to press all the way up to plank. One piece, strong in the back. Downward dog. From your down dog, lift your heels. As you exhale, bend your knees. Look at your hands. Step, walk, or jump to the top of your mat. Once you're there, inhale to lengthen. Offer your heart forward. Exhale, fold back in. Back into chair. Exhale, pull the shoulders down. Inhale, lengthen the chest. Exhale, right thumb on top for bind. Press into your right heel, lift your left knee. Steady your gaze, that will help. Shift back to 3. Now we're going to add some things this time. Left hand to the left hip, right hand to the floor. Grab a block to put under your right shoulder, peel the hip open, flex through the left foot, reach with the left arm. Notice what you can do here. Move your right leg back a little bit, your thigh bone. Soften your right toes. Reach with your left heel. As you reach with your left fingers, maybe you pick up those right fingers for a little float. And now we land in warrior two. Bend your right knee. Drop step your left leg long to the back of the mat. Now left hip internal rotation, right hip external. Right knee over the ankle. Move your right knee more toward your baby toes. Arms long. Now, shoulders over the hips. So it may feel like a little twist as your belly button moves more toward your left foot. Gazing to your right hand. Good. Now to reverse today, we're going to go with a tricep stretch. So your right hand is going to come between your shoulders, left hand to your right elbow. Press your right elbow down and then start to lean back toward your left leg. So it's kind of a reverse warrior hybrid. Don't let your front ribs pop way forward. Try to keep them in. Low back is long. You can lift the gaze. Take a breath in. As you breathe out, warrior two. Now, one of my least favorite transitions. Warrior two to crescent. So you're going to pivot on your left foot and reach your arms by your ears. Now, if that feels too narrow, move your right foot over. We're going to come forward into waterfall. Keep that right knee bending. Pull your right hip crease back. Squeeze your left leg. Bring the hands into the heart. Moderate version of your twist. If you want to go deeper, of course, you can move that left upper arm more outside of your right leg. Take an inhale to lift your chest and an exhale to twist. One more breath in. All the way out. Now look forward of your right foot. Bring your hands to the mat. You can move your right foot back to center. You're on the ball of your back foot. And now you're in a standing split. So kind of like warrior three, but you have your hands here to help you, which seemingly would be easier, but I think it's a little more challenging. You can't really cheat it here. You've got to let that left hip drop. Your right hip lifts. You can lengthen through the spine. Reach through the left heel. Take one more breath here in your supported warrior three or your standing split. As you breathe out, left foot next to the right foot. Bend your knees back into chair. Take an inhale in chair. Exhale, press to stand. Inhale, standing tall. Exhale, hinge, lead with the heart. Forward fold with straight legs all the way down. Now come back the same way. Reach through the arms, flat back. Chin stays in, all the way up. Breathe in, lift the gaze as you finish inhaling, and then tuck the chin all the way down to fold. Pause empty. Inhale, all the way back up. Now as you're doing these forward folds with the breath, look up at the last bit, and then come back down as you exhale. You're feeling the right leg a little different than the left. We'll balance that out after one more round. Use your inhale to come back. Lift your gaze at the top. And then your exhale, hands to the heart. Good. Chair pose, bend the knees. Arms reach up. Go for that bind with the left thumb on top. Pull the knuckles toward your heels. Open your chest. Soften your toes. Pick up your right knee. Keep your gaze on one point in front of you. That will help you to orient your body as you wobble in space. Right leg presses back. Vera three. Now that half moon. Left hand to the floor, right arm to the sky, right hip up. Reach through your right foot. Reach with the right arm. Shoulder on shoulder, hip on hip. Soften your left knee and move the upper hip back, the thigh bone back. Maybe float the fingers. And then you'll put the fingers back down. That will help you ease into warrior two. Long stance. Internally rotate that right hip. Open the left. Arms reach long. And then your belly button maybe a little bit to the right leg. Keep that left knee moving toward the left toes. Or left baby toes. That makes more sense. Good. Now tricep stretch reverse. Left hand between the shoulders. Right hand to the left elbow. Press the elbow down to deepen this left side stretch and then lean back a bit to your right leg. Soften your left toes. Press with the left knee through the heel. Good. Now come back to 2 first. And then you're gonna oddly transition into crescent. So the arms will come up, right heel, lift it. You can move that left foot over, give yourself a couple breaths. It's kind of wobbly to transition now. Pose to pose. Now waterfall, you got it. That's it. Hands at the heart, into your moderate twist. If you want a deeper version, go for it. Inhale, length. Exhale, twist. Inhale. Exhale. Remember that long right leg. One more breath in. Now look down at your left foot. Put your hands down. Standing split. Lean onto your left foot. Good. Now drop that right hip in if that feels a little more stable to be symmetrical. Or if you've got flexibility in your hips and you want a little more space, you can crank that right leg up and open the hip. Or more of a supported warrior 3, lengthening the spine, walk the fingers out. Good. Nice. Take one more breath in, fill up. Use your exhale to put the right foot next to the left. Inhale, offer your heart forward. Exhale, soften and fold back in. Use your inhale to come back into chair pose. And your exhale to stand tall. Okay, now we're going to put some of that stuff together, add a little more. Standing back bending. Palms together. Maybe you go a little further. Look for where the wall and the ceiling meet behind you, or maybe a cloud up there that you can see before. I don't know where you are and what you're doing. Breathing, hopefully. Paying attention to what's happening in your body. Also, hopefully. Take one more breath in, all the way down to fold. Inhale, halfway lift. As you exhale, plant your hands, step or float. If you're dying to jump back into a chaturanga, now's your time. Or if you're being very purposeful about the slow flow, then go a little slower. Open and press back. Now from here, lift your right leg. Now open, bend, and stack. Sink your left hip, or left heel rather. I guess your left hip a little bit, but lift your right knee. Inhale to square off and straighten. As you exhale, bring your right foot all the way up. We're going to start in crescent just from a different perspective. Inhale, arms are going to come up by the ears first. And then as you exhale, take an interlace. Right thumb on top. Now knuckles toward your left heel as you lift the chest. Maybe drop into the hips. Notice your right knee. Don't let it go past your ankle. And now shift the chest forward. You guessed it. You're standing up on your right leg. Warrior 3. Now from here, left knee into your chest. Pick that left knee up very high so you don't have very far to go with your right arm. Take your knee. Or you take the outside edge of the foot. Extend the left leg, twist. Now press down with your right heel as you get taller and then turn toward your left shoulder. All right, untwist, hands at the heart. You're going to press back to 3. Take an inhale. As you exhale, right hand down, open to half moon. You've been here before. You can float those fingers again if you want. We're going to take this into another twist, revolved half moon. So come back to standing split. You were here before too. Move your left hand a little more in front of your face. You're going to ultimately lift your right arm, but you can stop at your right hip and move that hip a little out of your way so your chest can twist a little more, your waist can twist a little more. Left heel lifts, right arm reaches. Think about cobra pose in your upper back. Take an inhale. As you exhale, right hand down. You're going to ease your way back into your lunge. Right knee bends, long left leg, drop step. Now we started here in the beginning. Long lunge. Clean it up. Lift your left heel and lift your crown. Now from here, left hand on the inside of your right foot. Bring it in nice and close. And then lift your right arm. Take a breath in. Roll onto the outside of your left foot with your right foot about halfway as a kickstand, or all the way back for full Vashisthasana. You've got 3 breaths here. Use your inhale to lift, your exhale to open the right side. Inhale, lift your left hip. Exhale, move the right arm back. Take 1 more breath in. As you breathe out, right hand down, right leg back. You can cycle through a vinyasa or you can hang out in dog. We'll meet there. Stay with your breath. From your down dog with your left leg. Open, bend, and stack here. Level the shoulders. Sink your right heel. Take a breath in. As you breathe out, bring that left foot all the way up and through. Crescent lunge. Start here, Anjaneyasana, arms by the ears. And now you're going to reach back and take a bind on an exhale. Left thumb on top. Knuckles toward your right heel, open the chest, lift your right heel higher to deepen that psoas stretch. And then you're going to come forward. Heart over the left knee. Use your right toes to propel you up. Fly. You're going to stand on your left leg, bring your right knee into your chest. Give yourself time here as you transition. Right knee comes up high, so your left arm doesn't have far to go to grab a hold. You can take the outside edge of the foot if you'd rather. You get some IT stretch there. Anytime you extend your leg and your twist, you're going to stretch that outer hip. Now from here, come back to center, hands at the heart. Warrior 3. Easy does it. Now, another twist. Right hand. First this one. Left hand down, right arm up. Yeah, that's it. Lifting that bottom hand, or not. Now you can turn it into your standing split. Stay here. If the twist on the first side was too much and you hated it, you don't have to do it again. You don't have to prove anything to anybody. How do I say that? Lift your right heel, lift your left arm. Think about pulling the top of your head away from your right foot. Nice, Eric. Good. Close it off. Use your hands to ease you down into your long lunge. Right leg is long, left knee bends. Drop into the hips. And just notice that right hip flexor, the left outer hip, right hand comes in very close to your left foot so you can roll, stack the shoulders. More twist if you have that right hand a little closer to your left foot. And then you can come into your side plank variation. Outer edge of your right foot, left foot can go halfway or all the way. Use your inhales to lift your bottom hip, your exhales to open the left side of your chest. Breathe in to lift, breathe out to open. Take 1 more breath in. Use your breath out, hands down, plank. Decide if a flow makes sense. Chaturanga, up dog, down dog, cobra pose. We'll meet you back here, down dog. From your down dog, lift your right leg. Open, bend, and stack. Inhale, straighten out. Exhale, bring it all the way up between the hands. Set your left knee down. Now walk the right foot forward so you can really drop the hips, press the hips toward your right heel, and then keeping the right knee on the ankle for alignment. Good. Notice what you find there. Yeah, if you want to press that right knee away, get a little twisting kind of a thing here if you need that in your back. But we're going to take Ardha Hanumanasana. Straighten your right leg. Walk your hands in front of your left knee. Now maybe you've been doing this regularly, so you can go start to work on advancing, huh? That's what we do when we practice. Then you scooch your left knee back via your toes. Scooch, scooch. If you have these little rectangles of hope handy, you can put one under your front hamstrings, one under your back quad. Give you a little more lift. Think about squaring. Left hip forward, right hip back. Right foot is flexing, left toes can tuck under. That will help you stay correctly aligned with the hips forward. And you breathe. Try to soften the groin, let gravity take those hips. Now if you're in full split and it's no big shakes, maybe because you've been in gymnastics since you were 3, or not, whatever, full splits sometimes happen. Fold over your front leg, think about your nose to your front knee. Now from here, you're going to start to think about coming out. So use your hands, pull your right heel back, walk your left knee forward, so you're going to kind of inchworm your way up. Now you're back in that low lunge. Come on up, arms by the ears. One more side stretch, right hand takes the left wrist, go up and then lean to the right. Stay heavy in the right heel and that left knee. And then you get a little more stretch when you can anchor. See, grounded, even in our practice. It's better if we're grounded first. Take one more breath in, breathe out, come back. Inhale, reach up, look up. As you breathe out, frame your foot, step your right knee back. Forward, flatten out the hips, all the way down, just a mellow little cobra. Untuck, lift up, lower, breathe out. Child's pose, hips to heels. Lots of hips today, so feel that right hip. And now press the fours, tuck the toes, arch the back, downward facing dog. From your downward facing dog, we'll do it on the left. Lift your left leg on an inhale, open and stack. Sink the right heel, level out the shoulders. Use an inhale to straighten. Use your exhale to bring that left foot all the way up and through. Set your right knee down. Ardha Hanuman or full Hanuman. Scooching, going in increments. And you get to this left side, and maybe it feels like it's somebody else's hamstrings that you're trying to stretch, or it's a lot easier, or it's way hard. I don't know, whatever you've got to deal with, it's probably different. So give yourself that grace. Just be okay with what is in this left hip, in your right quad. Same rules though, left toes, I say rules, they're not rules, they're suggestions. Left toes draw back, right toes tuck to keep the hips a little more square. Let your breath find where it needs to be, in those hamstrings and the quads. Stay here, 3 more breaths. When you're ready, go systematically, hands down, left foot back, right knee forward, scooch, scooch, till you come back into your low lunge shape. Left knee on the left ankle. You can maybe bring the hands to the hips. And then arms by the ears. Take a hold of your right wrist. Pull that right arm longer and then lean over to the left. Right shoulder back, just like we practiced in the beginning, keeping the chest open. Press with the feet to get a little more stretch. Use your inhale to come back. Look at the fingers as you finish inhaling. As you exhale, frame your front foot. Left knee under the left hip. You can take plank if you want. Forward, all the way down as you breathe out. Inhale, lift up, last back bend. Exhale, lower. Back to child's pose. Hands by the feet. Draw these together. Let the forehead rest. Resting child's pose. One of the most grounding places you can come in your body. Rounding in, resting on the forehead. Feeling the breath, feeling the heartbeat. Connect here. Bring the hands in front of the knees, and then press into your hands to lift up all the way off your legs. Swing your legs around in front of you, sitting on your boot. Soles of the feet in front, press the feet together, let your knees drop. This will be more intense if you bring the heels closer to your groin, less intense with the feet farther away. You can bring the hands underneath the ankles, or you can interlace and sandwich the toes, but you're gonna fold in. So staying long in the spine is recommended here, so chin in. You're not gonna round and hunch. You're gonna try to stay long, and then belly, chest, and chin is the order of fold to keep the spine long. You're not gonna push on the knees either. Pushing, jamming, not so much the yogic concepts we're going for here in the practice. Allowing, relaxing into things. It's a little more what we're going for. Feel the breath come in through the nose, all the way down, back of the throat. Feel the breath come all the way in like it's going all the way to the tailbone. And then as you breathe out, that breath goes back up, all the way through the back body, over the crown of the head, and out. Tracing that path with your attention as you breathe. On an inhale, hands are going to come in front of the feet. You're going to lift yourself up. Bring the knees together. And then assuming that you're set up on your mat, so when you recline, you're going to be on your real estate. Reach your arms long overhead. Take an inhale. As you exhale, hug your right knee in. Give it a squeeze. Bring it out. And then inhale, expand, open up. As you breathe out, hug the left knee in. Go back to the inhale to extend, and then as you hug the right knee in, give it a squeeze. Keep it with your left hand and take a reclined twist with one leg straight. Now you can straighten your leg just like you did in your standing twist at the top of your mat. Same pose, you're just reclined. Flex your left foot like you're standing on the floor. And then reach your right shoulder down, look to the right. Full breath. Now to come out of this, move the chin back over the chest. Bend your right knee if it was straight, and then come back onto your back, hugging your right knee in with both hands to bring out anything that remains in that hip. And then as you send your right leg long, inhale to extend your arms over your head, and then as you exhale, hug your left knee and give that a squeeze. And then when you're ready to twist, you can take the right hand to the shin to cross the body. Maybe you go for the I2 stretch on this side, extending the leg and taking the foot. Left shoulder rests, gaze to the left. If that leg is straight, think about maybe putting a little bend in the knee, bring the chin over the chest, bring the knee back onto the chest, grab a hold with both hands to give it a final squeeze, wring it out, and then let your left leg go long with your right, just so you can see that they're both maybe the same length now. Then take another inhale to reach your arms over your head. As you exhale, hug your knees in for Ananda Balasana, happy baby pose, the soles of the feet up, knees come outside of the ribs. You can hang on to the out steps. Breathe here. Think about the spine being long, the chin in. And then when you feel like you're ready, when you feel like you've gotten all the movement out of your body so you can rest motionless for these last few minutes, find your shape. Maybe it's long, flat on your back for Shavasana, or maybe you take your last few minutes seated in more of a meditative posture. You decide. Either way, you're still to let the effects of all of this work settle. Integrate the energetic effect. And we do that by being still, motionless. Relax your body, but stay aware. Maybe let your attention settle in the nasopharynx, or at the base of the throat, or the abdomen, just observing the breath. Like sitting on the beach, just watching the waves come in and move back out. You're watching the breath that same way. Start to remember your breath. Maybe turn the chin a little bit side to side. A long stretch on an inhale to open everything up. And then on an exhale, hug the knees into the chest, squeeze the lungs empty, roll onto the right side and pause there. Think about what you're grateful for. And then allow yourself, open the floodgates on the gratitude. So not just one thing, think of 3 things, 5 things, 10 things, and then all day long for the rest of the day. Let yourself be grateful. If you start to have a negative thought or say unkind things to yourself, try to replace that immediately with gratitude. That's what I'm going to work on today. Positive thoughts only. Press back to your seat, hands at the heart, chin to the chest. Maybe the eyes close. Gratitude for the time, the practice, the ancient wisdom, and all of the things that keep us connected. Namaste. Thanks, guys. So we're not going to do yin today because it's warm here, and it's not very often that we have sun and warm temperatures in northern Michigan. Right? It's not a good place to visit, so you shouldn't come if you're thinking about it. Real talk for me. So I'm not doing yin at noon, and I'm changing the schedule tomorrow, 10 o'clock vinyasa. So I'm going to post about it later after I go out and have some sun. Have a great day. Bye. Bye. Maybe. Bye, thanks.
Have a good day.